Alright, what's up guys? In this guide you will learn the small levers in Klaviyo that compound into bigger list growth, stronger click-through rates, better deliverability, and ultimately more profit for your e-commerce brand. So without further ado, let's get started with the first one. Adding emojis to your sender name. Now this is a screenshot from my own personal inbox, and at your first glance, tell me which email caught your attention. And by tell me, I mean telepathically, I guess. So for me at least, I always, like most of the people, start from top to the bottom. And besides that, this little danger emoji in this email particularly here caught my attention, but I guess that's we're kind of used to. I mean, we recognize patterns of danger, so maybe that's kind of the thing. But other than that, this email right here, where we have the two emojis in the actual sender name, so the emojis are larger, and I mean by the actual size, pixel size. For example, see, this one is in the subject line, and this one is in the sender's name. So you can see here that this brand is called Instant Hydration, and I believe they sell like water with electrolytes and stuff like that. So they had whenever they send an emails, their sender names also has a drop of water and like a little bolt, which shows what their brand is all about, like hydrating with electrolytes, so you get energy. So if your brand isn't like a premium brand where you don't want to use emojis, you definitely want to add them to your sender's name, because especially in this next period of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the entire Q4, where you will be fighting with hundreds of brands in the inbox, you definitely want all of the weapons you can have to, stand out and be noticeable. All right, so how do you do this? Here's a quick video on how to. You basically go to your, you click on Klaviyo on your account here, then you go to settings, then you go to organization, and here in the default sender name, you just update it to whatever you want, and then just click save. And for all of the flows and all of the future campaigns, this will be the sender's name that showed up here. And also, if you're sending a campaign and it's from a person, not from a brand, for example, Mark from Nike, you can also, when you send the campaign, in the campaign section where you write the subject line, below that you will have a sender name. You can type also Mark from X brand, so it feels more personal. All right, next hack is don't schedule on dot. Now this one is another hack that will help you with inbox placement, so you can get noticed better by the people you send emails to. Now, most of the brands just hit send right on the hour. And by right on the hour, I mean, for example, if they want to schedule it at noon, they just schedule it for like 12:00, right? Or let's say 10:00 a.m. So correctly right on the dot. Now, what you want to do is move your send by 1 to 3 minutes. For example, instead of scheduling at noon exactly, you want to add it so like 2 minutes, for example. This will help you avoid email service providers queue days. So because millions of emails are being scheduled at that exact time, and most importantly, increase the chance of your email being the first when they open their inbox, because nobody's opening their inboxes exactly at noon, or in this case. So whenever they open an email, let's say at 12:30, later 12:33 for example, your email will be on top of all the other people who sent it at exactly noon. So again, because people read from top to bottom, you will be the one that gets their attention first. So how to do it? In Klaviyo, when you click on here, you have just the options of 00, 15, 30, 45, and again 00. So you have to manually type it. So you have to like click here and just type whatever minute you want, for example 1 minute or 2 minutes, and that's it. Then you can just click schedule campaign and you are good to go. All right, next one. Adding free shipping, abandoned cart, or checkout flow path. Now, if you offer free shipping above a certain threshold, now that most brands do, you can have different emails sent to people who left their cart or checkout and who qualify for that free shipping. For example, all orders above $50. Now, this will help you convert more people and thus recover more sales. And this is how you do it in Klaviyo. So you have your classical added to cart flow. And then you have different emails which you created. One saying you got free shipping, you qualify for free shipping, for example, in the headline. And the other one is just a regular abandoned cart, being like, you forgot this or something, whatever you do for your abandoned carts. Then before that, you want to add a trigger split. and then in that trigger split you want to select the value is greater than, and you type the value of your threshold. For example, if you order free shipping on all orders above $50, just enter here 50, click save, and then all the cards, all the people who have products in their cart that are valuable, that are valued at least, that cost more than $50 and who do qualify for free shipping will receive the free shipping email, while those who do not will just receive the regular abandoned cart. And then you can just connect the path, or you can separate abandoned cart flow entirely for the free shipping. But yeah, but other than that, you could just have the first one and just connect it here, and that's gonna be great. All right, next one. Resending welcome email number 1. Now your welcome email number 1 will be the highest converting email in your entire Klaviyo account, and you want as much people as possible to see it. So for the people who didn't open it the first time, you can resend it automatically with the flow, with a new subject line and a preview text, and by doing so, you'll be able to squeeze the most amount of revenue as possible. So how to do it? So this is your first email, right? Somebody was added to the email list. Then you have a conditional split, right? You just drag it from here. Let's check that out. And here, what someone has done, open an email at least once since starting this flow. And you have to be careful with this. If you placed the conditional split first and then the timing, so wait 1 day, for example, then you don't give people the time to open it. You have to give them like 24 hours to open it. If not, all the people won't be filtered through this conditional split. So again, add a time, 1 day, for example, then the conditional split, then just copy your email number 1. All right, and then you update the different subject line, and if you different preview text, then you have your email 2 of the flow, which is just a regular one. And then because you don't want people to receive the same email number 1 resent and the email number 2 in the same day, you just add 1 day delay again, then you connect that to this path right here, and voila, you are good to go. So again, for all the people who didn't open welcome email number 1, this will resend it to those people 1 day after that, and if they don't buy from there, they will just continue down the flow until they buy or they don't, right? All right, next up, abrogate people's welcome offer if they don't buy. Now this one is kind of a Hail Mary, where you try to convert the people who opted in but still haven't bought. So what you want to do is set up like 2 emails after your last email in the welcome flow with the new upgraded limited time offer. For example, if in your original email you were offering them like 10% off or 15% off, you can make it bigger. The important thing is to make an offer more appealing, because whatever you do, it will be worth it for your margin. I mean, whatever makes sense for your profit margins will make sense, because you probably paid to acquire this person, you paid for an ad, so the person can go to your website, so they can opt in for the email, and you want to have them as a customer profitably. So again, if just give them an offer that's more appealing than your first one. So again, just add like 2 days, then we have a flash sale, grab 20% off, and then the next one you have 24 hours left. And this is the examples from one of our clients. So like flash sale, get 20% off in the next 42 hours. Then we have a picture of the product, some of the benefits, and yeah, shop now. And then after that, if they didn't buy in the next day, we send them this like plain text from the founder saying, hey, it's from night here. Like if you're someone who's trying to get the benefits of the product, just use this code before it expires in 24 hours, click here to shop. And yeah, you will get to the most people as possible with this hack. And you'll be able to be more profitable by not wasting the ad spend on people who didn't end up converting. All right, hacks number 6 and 7 are add a micro commit step to your pop-up or your opt-in form, plus delete your X button. And by X button, I mean the close button on your pop-up right here. Now, why you want to do this is because we as humans are basically evolved at this point. Whenever we see a pop-up, we're looking at that right-hand corner trying to find the X, so we can just close it and continue browsing the website. And you don't want to give people the option to like subconsciously do it, because some people would like the offer, but they just do it anyways, right? So, and besides that, adding a micro commit step is, if you don't know what this means, this is basically like this one saying, do you want the offer, before giving them the option to enter their discount code. Now this is, sorry, not the discount code, the email. So this is how a classical pop-up looks like. Then take X% of your order, enter your email here, right? But before that, we have a micro commit step, which is like, do you want the offer? Now this may seem counterintuitive, but across multiple of our clients, we notice that this can even double the opt-in rate, and it usually outperforms the regular, just like, hey, do you want X offer? Just enter your email to give it. And I believe because this is less pushy, and once people click, and the next step, they feel like they want to finish it because they already said they want it. So yeah, why not just take the offer? All right, so first things first, for the deleting your X button, you don't want to literally delete it, because I don't think you can even do that. So what you want to do is make it transparent. But first, the original Klaviyo size is 35. You just make it 30 or even smaller. And yeah, and you can just go to the color and just drag this field all the way to the left, and this will make the close button transparent, as you can see here. And you don't want to force people to obviously have to sign up. So what we do is we give them an option below the CT button here. Sorry, let me just, all right. See here it says no thanks closed form, but you can also make it say like no thanks, I don't like saving, or anything that sounds like, that makes them feel guilty that for not signing up, right? Anything that's like kind of no-brainer to get them to sign up. For example, no, I don't like, if you offer like a mystery gift, you can be like, no thanks, I don't like gifts. Everybody likes gifts, right? So yeah, you just drag a button here, and let me just wait for it. All right, here you just make the background of the button transparent. Here for the text, you can just make it normal so it doesn't stand out. And yeah, that again, add a micro commit. I'm sure this will help you increase conversion rate on your opt-in form. So yeah, before having to take your X% off, just ask them, do you want the offer first? All right, next up, resend winning campaigns. Now, if you had a campaign that performed really well, and that's revenue-wise, you can resend it to people who didn't open it with a new subject line and preview text to get the most revenue out of it. So how do you do this? Step one, select the campaign that did the most in revenue, and select something that makes sense to send again, if it's not like time delicate or something like that. So for example, this one right here did like 5.1K, and that's the most out of all of these. So the next step is going to Klaviyo segments, then creating a segment of people who received that campaign but didn't open it. And the segment goes like this. So person has the received email where campaign equals the name of your campaign, and not or, this is important, make sure to select and. What someone has done, open an email 0 times where campaign equals your campaign name. So this one right here. And then you want to go back to the campaigns, just click here on 3 dots, clone, and then just select this segment, update your subject line and preview text, and just hit send. Now this is if you send a campaign recently that performed well, for example, the same day or a couple of days later. But if you had a campaign that did well like long time ago, you can just resend it to everyone, to be honest, because a lot of people even forgot about it. And if your past subscribers loved it, your new subscribers will love it too, and there's a high chance that it will convert great again. Obviously, make sure it's not like a holiday, like a season campaign or anything like discount wise. You don't want to send Black Friday emails in the middle of March, so make sure it's like an evergreen campaign which can be sent anytime, any day of the year. All right, hack number 9. Add buttons, benefits, and risk reversals to the footer of your email. Now, benefits and risk reversals are always great to have in all of your emails, and sometimes you don't want to be too repetitive and having them all the time in your emails and kind of be annoying with it, but you can use footer and just get away with it guilt-free. And besides that, adding buttons to the future, okay? A footer of your emails will make your click-through rate go through the roof, and you'll also help the people who aren't ready to buy yet learn more about your brand and go further down the funnel. Because if you send them an email and they're not interested in the specific thing that you talked about in the email or the specific CTA you gave them in the email, you can give them the option to like shop all or shop new, or here shop specific collections. So yeah, like these 2 brands did, they have their, so like a shaving brand, they have these emojis, so care for the places you care about. And yeah, they have these 4 buttons here. This brand too, so shop all, free shipping, money back guarantee, after pay, like pay installments. So all great benefits. And a pro tip is that you can try implementing a magic button. I really like this one. This will definitely skyrocket your click-through rates because people, they just can't help it. And me personally, I know that when I click on it, it will just take me to the websites, to the brand's homepage. I just want to click it. It's like a magic button. It just gives me dopamine by clicking it. So you just want to add it like this, for example. So like find your own routine, build your own bundle, whatever you want to have the CTAs to, and then like a magic button which can just simply to your store or collection page or product page or any other page you want on your website. All right, and last hack number 10, send this campaign to get more replies and increase deliverability. Now, people replying to your emails is the best way to boost your sender's reputation and thus boost your email deliverability. Click rates and open rates are great. Email mailbox providers like Google and Yahoo love that, but replies are what gives you like the most green flags. And this one does include a discount code, so obviously make sure it makes sense for your margins, but you will also get some sales doing this. So the subject line is quick question, then we have a first name, and if we don't have the data of that person, then it will just say friend. It's like a Klaviyo variable. So hey there or hey friend. We're always working on making your products even better. So here's the quick one. What's the hardest part about your, and then you type your brand or your brand's product, whether it's on name of the most common wrong stuff that some of the objections that people might have about your product. Then you have a CTA, reply to this email telling us your thoughts and we'll drop a 20% off code in your inbox as a thank you. Click here to reply and tell us, appreciate your team, then brand name. Now for the link here, you want to use this link. Mail to, then your brand email. For example, mail to support@nike.com. So when people click on the email, not on the email, on this link here, it will open a draft email with your name on it. So it will make the replying process really, really simple for them. All right, and we have the hack number 11, of course, and that's working with me and my team. We have a limited time offer before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, where we guarantee you that you will hit the most revenue ever this Q4 for a one-time payment of just $1,000. Now, if this is something you're interested in, you can book a call below. I'm sure I will leave my calendar in the description below. If not, that's cool. I hope you guys get some value from this. And if you have any hacks that you want to share or you found something that works for your brand, please do in the comments below. But beside that, I will see you in the next one.